Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk to you about the importance of reminding yourself of what's good in your life. This is especially important when you're going through a temporary down period where you feel like things may not be going all that well in your life, especially in those moments where we are hit with a ton of bad things at once, and it can make it really difficult to maintain your perspective that, hey, not everything in your life sucks. So when you're dealing with moments like that, but even just in general, it is helpful to remind yourself of all the good things you actually have in your life. This video was inspired by a conversation I was having with a good friend of mine where I've just noticed that over the past few weeks, this person has allowed themselves to become incredibly negative. Quite often when we talk, and this person doesn't actually really mention anything good. It's all negative stuff. It's almost like they're complaining to me. And I don't even want to get into whether or not complaining is a good use of time. It isn't. But yeah, so you shouldn't allow yourself to fall into this trap way of thinking where you're only focusing on the bad things in your life. That does you no favors. All of us, if we solely wanted to focus on negative things, could easily convince ourselves that our lives suck. But clearly that's not going to be the case because quite often we actually have good things going for us. We just need to remind ourselves of those things. So this is why it's so important. You do not want to allow yourself to devolve into that way of thinking, because then you'll think your life is horrible and you'll have yourself to blame. You will have tricked yourself because you're not focusing on the things that actually are good in your life. So get to a place where you constantly remind yourself of what's good, but you don't ignore what's bad either. You're just kind of balanced. You have perspective for both sides. This is what you want. This is how I operate in life. Like, I don't buy into toxic positivity and ignore the bad stuff in my life, but at the same time, I don't ignore the good stuff either. I balance it out. I think, I've got these things going for me, and then I've got these things I need to work on, and they both exist simultaneously in my life. So therefore my life is neither amazing nor bad. It's kind of just, it is what it is. It's going. It's not all bad. It's not all good. So I'm content usually. But right now, this friend that I mentioned, he's just all in on his life sucks right now. And I was telling him, hey, look, man, that is not going to help you at all. In fact, it's putting him into depression. So do not make this mistake for yourself. It will have been your own fault because it's something you can avoid. Just have that perspective. Remind yourself of what is good in your life, what things are going well. Heck, I would even say take time to meditate on this, especially if you feel like you are in a bad place. You've probably already spent all the time in the world analyzing what things are seemingly bad in your life, right? So you can ignore that for a moment. You already know what isn't going well if you're focusing on the negative, right? So just put that off to the side for now and take some time to think about what's actually good. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food to eat? Do you have running water? Do you have people whose company you enjoy? Good friends or good family, maybe a significant other? Do you have hobbies that give you a lot of satisfaction and joy? Just keep going down the list of what things are actually good in your life. Remind yourself of these things. Do not allow yourself to lose that perspective. So that's pretty much my whole point with this video, guys. It's really important to have and maintain perspective for your life. You do not want to allow yourself to believe it's all bad, and it probably isn't super helpful to believe your life is all good either. So just have a healthy perspective, a healthy balance of the two. Most of us are going to be somewhere in the middle. There are great things in our life, and then there are things we need to work on or problems we're dealing with. And that's normal. That's the way it is for probably the vast majority of humankind. So yeah, it's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. It's just important that you don't allow yourself to buy into these trapped negative ways of thinking. They don't do you any favors, because that friend of mine, he thinks his life is falling apart, but I easily, in just a 5-minute conversation, was able to point out quite a lot of things that he has going for him. So just make sure that you do this yourself. Spend time thinking about what's actually going right in your life. Anyway, it is way too freaking hot and I'm sweating standing here trying to film without my fan on because it makes so much noise. So I'm going to end the video here. My God, I feel like I'm in a sauna right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, like the video and leave a comment for the algorithm. That's the easiest way you can help me out. And share some other tips that you think would benefit people for kind of working through those not so great moments in life. I mean, we've all been there, we've all dealt with that. So yeah, help out the community here and share some tips that may help people get through difficult times. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, where hopefully it won't be as hot, because this is making it difficult for me to even think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.